Hey there folks, this is David on David's Brain. Welcome back to our ongoing Let's Play of Disco Elysium for the PS4. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, ring the bell, and contribute to my Patreon. Links in the description at the bottom. Alright, last time, let's see, we toured around the, what was it, the harbor area again? Let's see, oh yeah, the waterfront, yep. And we met up with this guy here, Idiot Doom Spiral. Idiot Doom Spiral stole a cool jacket at one point, and then lost it again. The story of his life. According to the man, the jacket was last seen somewhere around the boardwalk. Maybe at the abandoned fish market? Yeah, we already got that, and he's like, yeah, nah, you can keep it. Cool.
Tequila Sunset.
Alright, let's... hey, sorry for being a buzzkill earlier. I'll supply the booze if you supply the stories. Alright, I got a potent Pleisner.
Not much, but it will do. The tale I'm about to tell you is an urban legend particular to Martinez. That said, I first heard it from a former bicycle courier in Coron. There are many variations on the basic story, and the details often conflict. What everyone agrees on is that nobody knows the exact nature or identity of the phenomenon.
Are you telling the story of the headless...
Shut the fuck up, Rosemary. Summer of 44. 17-year-old Gertrude Het is walking home from a late shift at the harbor. It's almost midnight. She stops for a cigarette near the canal.
You got a smoke on you? If yeah, you should light up. Help set the scene.
No, you be quiet.
Our heroine finds herself enjoying the peace and quiet the canal provides. What she doesn't know is that her peace is about to be shattered. From behind her comes the clattering of hooves. Startled, she turns around, and what does she see?
A horse?
Well, yes, but it's the man on the horse that's of interest here. A man...
The pause is long and dramatic.
With no head on his shoulders. Wearing a found tracksuit, searching for the legendary found cap that went missing when he lost his head.
Wait, I thought the Headless Found Rider rode a bull.
I thought that he rode a headless pig.
Well, there are many versions of this story, the most peculiar of which has the headless found rider riding on the back of another headless man.
sounds pretty implausible to me.
If I hadn't lost my keys that one time, I'd agree with you. But life is a cruel mistress. Gertrude Het may have been the first to witness the headless found rider, but she wasn't the last. Oh no.
Tell him about the two feminists by the locks.
Shut it, Rosemary. He's getting to it.
Fuck, Rosemary. They were dating. No one said they were feminists.
Oh, whatever.
Everyone always misremembering this stuff.
This wouldn't be the De Ponte Delgado case, would it?
What? You know it.
I've read the case file. But please, go on.
Right. Early autumn of 46. Ula de Ponte and Eva Delgado are fishing near the waterlock long after the sun has set. The wind picks up. A sky already dark now blackens. Water starts falling from above. The first cold rain of the season. The women are caught in the downpour. They act quickly. Eva gathers the rods whilst Ula turns around to reach for the tackle box. When she sees something, her shriek is so violent that the residents of the nearby apartment building believe lightning has struck. But there is no lightning. Only a heavy downpour and the silhouette of the headless found rider looming on the horizon. Ula makes a run for the shore, but Eva slips on a wet rock and disappears into the cold, cold canal with nary a sound. Her body is never recovered.
What the case file say?
Naturally, Ula de Ponte became the prime suspect in the disappearance of Eva Delgado. De Ponte maintained that it was the so-called headless found rider and that she ran, fearing for her life. During the investigation, it became apparent that there was a love triangle. the third party being some small-time businessman. I don't remember the exact details. The leading theory was that an argument broke out on the jetty, and De Ponte pushed Delgado into the canal, then cooked up this stupid cover story.
Was she arrested?
No. She committed suicide before she could be taken into custody. They found her in the bathroom with a rifle, her face slowly peeling off the ceiling.
Ugh! Gross.
Not a pretty scene.
Yeah.
Man, that's some grisly detail. Oh well. Here's to another case closed. Anyway, that's the story of the Headless Found Rider. Pretty crazy, huh?
Oh, that's nothing. I've got an even crazier story.
Yeah? Why don't you go eat shit, Tequila? There's no way you know a better one than that.
Alright, what about the Col du Mamatakwa? That's a magical, self-replicating sound.
I have to admit, that's pretty high concept. Still not as awesome as a headless rider in a found tracksuit, though.
I've already seen some weird shit on this case. A headless jockey in a tracksuit fits right in.
Hard to argue with that, I suppose.
That's the reality situation for you. You think you got a handle on it, then blam! It throws some wild shit at you. That's why it's critical to stay well hydrated.
Okay, so who was this headless rider before he died?
Well, Tequila, that's part of the legend. No one knows for sure. There are a couple of possibilities, though. Some say he was an undercover cop who blew his cover and got beheaded by the vicious gang he had infiltrated. Now he rides, searching for his lost-found cap, plotting revenge.
O headless brother, where art thou?
Others claim he was a professional jockey who veered off course during a steeplechase, ended up in somebody's backyard, and got decapitated by an exceptionally taut clothesline. Personally, I think he was just some guy who hanged himself from a really tall tree, and the fall was so violent that his head came clean off. Coincidentally, at that exact moment, a horse happened to pass under him, and his beheaded corpse mounted it, where it remains to this day. But then, no one really knows.
For all I know, it could be a demon or something.
For some reason, this does strike you as the most plausible theory of them all.
Let's see. I gotta agree. Your theory sounds the most plausible. Let's see.
Isn't it? All the pieces fit together perfectly. That's how I know it's right. Anyway, to each his own. You want to hear any other stories?
Okay, whatever became of the headless fallen rider?
No one knows. Some say he stalks Martinez to this day, and can be seen near the canal when the clock strikes midnight.
He won't, though, because it's just a stupid legend.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Of course you saw it when you were shit-faced. Any more urban myths?
I actually do have one. The strangest of them all. But I'll need to fortify myself before I can tell that one. Do you have anything to fortify old Doom Spiral? Tell me you got some story juice.
I don't have it. I don't have any on me right now.
If you find any, I'd be extremely grateful.
Okay, yeah. I'll be seeing you then.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too.
Let's see. I thought about it, and you know what? I could pay 3 real for the spirits.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else gonna give you a price like that. Had to let life squeeze you to get that, huh?
Yes, life squeezing spirits. This is a big deal already.
Sure, friend. People are just so impatient these days. So that'll be 3 real from your pocket to mine. And at this price, you're practically robbing me.
Yeah, I definitely want to hear this. I definitely want to hear this last story. But yeah, I definitely need to go and scrounge up some cash first.
There's still some unused change in there. The machine waits for an...
I wonder if there's any places where I could scrounge up some cash. Ooh. Yeah, not a whole lot, but...
There's some tear. Two and... No. Whoever... Red Astra is the black mark. You see, it's hard to concentrate in the smell.
There's a long way down to your death from here. 20 meters at least. Yeah, definitely want to avoid that then.
You see, a once bright, a slogan used to intertwine.
Looks like tomorrow never came.
I wonder if there's a way we could get inside there.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can pass the visual calculus check. Let's see here.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall, reaching from one corner to the other.
Okay, let's roll.
A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall. There are many of them, a dozen at least, their heads lowered and eyes blindfolded. It's quiet. No sound, no movement. 10 meters away, other shades are lined up in an orderly manner. Automatic rifles primed. A gust of wind blows by. The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains.
What is this?
The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Alright, the people against the
A
wall.
host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them.
Who were they?
Leeches, fleas, and thieves, all the freeloader scum living off the hard work of others. Such is your belief.
Alright, the soldiers?
7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty. Dark duty.
Who were they?
Overpriced mercenaries putting down some rabid dogs. Someone's got to do it, right? The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
Kim, who was in this execution?
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved in the revolution. Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Remember what Trent Heidelstein said about Veld?
What was the Feld personnel when their assets were being seized by the revolutionaries?
Another likely scenario.
Or maybe...
You mentioned coalition forces. Could it have been them against the wall?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the wall. To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Well, that was...
Always my pleasure to be of assistance.
Yeah, not a pretty sight. Alright, let's see if we can figure out some way to get some scratch. Yeah, I want to hear that last story.
Just dead and dying locusts.
Oh yeah, there's that door. Let's see.
An old door. worn by elements. God.
Alright. An interfacing check.
An old door worn by...
Oh, that's that's not what I was looking for.
An old door worn by elements guards the depot. The wind has blown us.
Yeah, just a +3 check. Alright.
An old door.
It's military. The washer...
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
Alright. Well, I pulled off worse ones. Let's roll.
You rattle the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
Huh. The door shut tight. How can we get in there?
We don't get in there.
What do you mean? We get into, like, everywhere.
Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
Oh.
No. We've gotten into every door thus far. That's what we do. We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
Let's see. I'm not going to accept this. The door could be part of the investigation.
Relax. No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this. An old door.
One more door. God damn it. It cannot be. A disgrace. That door on the coast. You remember the one, right? The one that leads to the abandoned supply depot? Why in the name of all that's holy does it not open? Why? There has to be a way to get through that unopenable door. By gods, you are the police. All doors are supposed to open before you. What will the others in the precinct think if we can't open a goddamn door? There must be a way. Man, too bad. There could have been something useful at that door, I guess. Oh well.
There's some tear.
Yeah, I only just need is one more dollar left to go, and I can buy the good stuff there.
Hello again. Sure, what's on your mind? But of course.
Let's see. Alright, nothing there.
Aye, the sea's gonna calm down soon, I can feel it. Nothing in here. Ah, circled around the wrong way. Oopsies. Yeah, I'm doing all this just so I can hear a story from some dipshit. Why am I doing this to myself?
Let's see here. Alright, too bad I can't sell Rosemary all the drugs I'm not using.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. Sure, let me have a look.
Let's see, let's see. I'll check my pot. I'd like to sell my clothes.
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment. And certainly not expensive armor that's liable to bring mercenaries to my doorstep.
Yeah, are you sure you don't want to buy some armor?
More than sure. What else have you got?
Okay, well, sucks for you then. I'm keeping them. Alright, let me check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
The dock worker shift card.
Another time, perhaps.
All the old boot. You see rows of toys, big men.
Frank connect.
A long, long time ago. They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps.
This is what the loyalist.
Which ones? Ah,
This set.
you're probably... I think their poverty has been exaggerated for effect. When you place them next to the royalists, it doesn't seem like they could possibly win. Maybe. Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but I can try and answer any questions.
He doesn't know anything. He doesn't know. The pawnbroker's gaze is all.
Sure, let me have a look. Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Let's see, definitely not that. Not exactly sure what this... Maybe the speakers? Let's see.
Another time, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think I'll be needing that dock worker's card. Yeah, not exactly sure what the significance of the postcards are, but it'd be safe to, yeah, better not be too quick to assume.
The tear machine stands in the... Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money... To the left of some croissants. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles. A colorful...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health.
Alright, not perfect, but alright, let's see here. Alright, idiot, let's hear your last little tale of woe.
The legend returns. You know the dance. Smokable smokes, pissable pilsner. Drink it, then convert it to piss. And there's spirits and speed too.
Alright, here's the money for the spirits.
Just make sure to enjoy that one, friend.
Harry, we're just going to store this one as a sellable item, okay? We're not going to let you kill yourself by drinking it. That's just not an option. Sell it at the pawn shop for profit.
Alright.
Tequila Sunset. There are... Shut the... Our hero... What she... A headless... Rumored to be searching for his legendary... Woe is right.
Tell him about...
Fuck. What?
I read...
Right. The women... When she... But there... Ula... Her body... Word on the street is that she... Gave herself facial deconstruction surgery. Real grisly stuff.
That part, at least more or less, corresponds to the case file.
See? Told you. Anyway, that's the... No one...
He won't, though.
Aye. I saw him one night when I was right shit-faced.
Let's see. This liquid has an unearthly blue tint. The kind that might or might not, but definitely does glow in the dark. Let's see. Keep it away from an open flame. Yeah, I hope I didn't lose the chance of going here on the last story.
Tequila Sunset. Good. I used... Now, my... I was...
If it sounds like it makes no sense, that's because...
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Maybe, but still tired.
Maybe you're right. Who knows? Maybe we were behind the curve? I'm all ears, Tequila. Good. Now, I was...
If it sounds like it...
Asking is how you get ahead. Shut the...
I thought...
And, yeah, I'm all ears, Tequila. What's...
I...
Shut up. I was once a reasonably high... So you don't want to just hear the same story again?
The legend! He's bottoms up, Captain.
Tequila...
Ah, here we go. Found another batch of alcohol. Can you tell me the third story now?
Of course. Drink first, story later.
Let's see. I've got this blue medicinal spirit. How about that?
No. Contrary to popular belief, I enjoy being alive.
Oh, okay. Here, I got potent plus
Not
there.
much, but it will do. This last one is the most Martinet story I've ever heard. I've never heard it mentioned outside of here. At first, I thought it was a joke, to be honest. But I've been on the coast 8, 9 months now, and in that time, I've seen at least 3 expeditions come through, searching for something.
Your lost keys?
Hey! Fuck you, Tequila.
Cryptids?
Magic animals? No, man, this is serious stuff.
Place to call home?
No, Tequila. Most people already know where they live. It's guys like you and me that are the exceptions.
Okay, what kind of expeditions?
All kinds. I've seen archaeologists, gangsters, even a bunch of ad agency types. I'm telling you, Tequila, this thing's got a pull on certain kinds of people.
What do you mean, certain kinds of people?
You know, obsessive types. People with predilections.
What exactly are we talking about here?
Some of those expeditions come back after a week or so, looking haggard and dejected. Others don't return at all. The first time I saw one of these expeditions, I thought they were fucking with me. There was no way it could be true. It was just too high concept, even for me.
Wait. There's no way. It can't be. Or can it?
He's talking about the millimeter.
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story, to be perfectly honest. You're in a fragile state, and it might be too much for you to handle.
I can handle it.
Okay, fine, I'll tell you. But I'm warning you, it's pretty out there. Our story begins at a legendary design studio, right here in Martinez. There was this designer. His exact name is lost to history, but in life, he was a legend. Made it big in Aranya, where he did some real pioneering work on grotesque and sans serif typography. A fucking genius, man. That is, if he even existed. Who knows? It's an urban legend, after all.
He existed, all right. You feel it deep within your basal ganglia. He was as real as you are.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm talking about...
Anyway, sometime later he started his own personal studio here in Martinez. And that's when he started working on some really wild stuff. I'm talking some glass-smooth, forward-looking design language, the kind of thing that would totally overthrow the old regime, design-wise.
A paradigm-shattering revolutionary?
But then, something turned. You see, it's widely known that nose candy and pioneer graphic design work go hand in hand.
Oh, nose candy? Oh.
You know Tequila, nose candy, the white railroad, party powder.
Yeah.
The kids on the streets also call it Snow Day.
I call it worshipping at the altar of Snowflame, or Dr. Roxo's breakfast.
Sinus salt, the white knight.
Can't see, for its popularity among the aristocratic class of the prior century.
Along with a number of more banal street names. Blow, of course, but also Flake, Powder, Pearl. Really, anything that's white will get the idea across.
Yeah, the devil's dandruff. Just came up with that one.
He's talking about cocaine.
Yes, I knew. Oh, you mean cocaine.
Shit, yeah, Tequila. You know exactly what I'm talking about.
So what happened to him? I had too much of a white Christmas. Santa gave him a lump of coal.
You've got to understand, The work this guy was doing was so high concept that regular amounts of cocaine just weren't cutting it. By the end, they were bringing it in by the lorry load.
Oh, God.
Now, as you might imagine, snorting that much cocaine can't be healthy for a regular human, right?
Oh, God, we are talking about Snowflame.
Right. Wrong. Do it all the time.
All the time?
All day, baby.
Hey, tequila, pay attention. The story goes that one day he was balls deep in work on what he thought would be his pièce de résistance, an advert so minimal it contained neither text nor images, just pure white. Apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. He dropped dead right at his desk before he could finish. His last words are recorded to have been, "It's as white as a blizzard of cocaine."
Okay, what a stupid fucking idea.
But the story doesn't end there. Supposedly, when they performed the autopsy, the coroner discovered nearly a quarter kilo of coke jammed into his nasal cavity.
Oh, God.
That's almost certainly anatomically impossible.
Yeah.
Wrong again, nerd. Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's right. 250 grams of blow had accumulated in there over the years. We're talking high-grade Saramaritsian pure. Not that cut-rate shit your grandma does. There are those who believe the designer was buried with this quarter key of nose candy still lodged in his sinuses. That's what those expeditions are looking for.
So they're trying to track down the corpse of a guy with a metric shit ton of cocaine up his nose.
Cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine skull.
Wow.
No. Wow.
And why do people still think that the skull's here at Martinet?
Here's the kicker. This designer, this lead designer of a world-famous design studio, was born in Martinez. A local boy, Martin Martinez. That's why he brought his studio here, back to where it all began. And that's why they buried him here, too. Perhaps right under Ab's pipe there. Or probably further down the coast, or in some yard in Martinez proper. A hidden mausoleum, no one knows exactly.
No, my grandma always told me his grave lay somewhere on the islets on the bay.
Your grandma was a tubeless horse, shut up!
This is ludicrous and physically impossible. Sinuses can contain that amount of anything.
Thank you.
My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
Rosemary, you said something about islets?
Don't listen to him or his grandma. He's just making things up.
No, my grandma told me. I've heard other people say it too. That it's underwater. Or no, maybe it was the storm sewers.
Or maybe it's in the air. Or in an ancient step pyramid offshore.
Or maybe it was hidden by a secret society of super intelligent gorillas who fight against a guy who could run really, really fast.
In a pyramid? Now that would be something.
What do these expeditions plan to do with it?
The archaeologists say they want to put it in a museum. The gangsters say they want to sell it on the black market. And the ad agency guys say they're seeking inspiration.
Bullshit. They just want to snort it. But you could beat them to it, Harry. You could snort the magic skull cocaine instead.
I'm pretty sure they all just want to snort it, though.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't they, eh? Sounds like right strong stuff.
What have you learned from the other expeditions?
They're pretty vague about it in general. The gangsters like to claim they're looking for the grave of a friend, with picks and shovels. The archaeologists act all official about it, saying they're conducting serious research. Honestly, I think they're not really scientists, just rich. The junkies, for some reason, are pretty upfront about it. They just say they're looking to snort some blow out of a dead man's nasal cavity.
Good boy.
Honest men on an honest quest. You should join them.
By now, I'd say I know about as much about it as anyone on the coast.
Okay, I'm convinced. Let's go find it.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold on just a minute. Finding it right now is literally impossible.
Why is that?
What?
Why?
For one, the way is blocked by that big lorry that says Delta Logistics Company on the side. You definitely have to search the area behind that lorry too. Yet, it is impassable.
Because of the jam, because of the union strike, right?
Second, outfitting an expedition like that is expensive. It'd have to be a big production to do the Cocaine Skull justice. You need new gear, people who know what they're doing, all kinds of provisions. It's just not feasible within the economic and temporal frame of our current setup. Matter of fact, unless a bunch of money just falls out of the sky, we might never know what's up with that skull.
I have to agree. We barely have what we need to solve the case we've got now. We can't afford to run around chasing after quasi-mythical pieces of drug paraphernalia. Besides, it would look extremely bad for the RCM to be caught up in something that has the word cocaine writ large on it. The PR is tricky on this.
Yeah, too bad.
Wait. Maybe there's another way. Maybe up around the coast? Don't give up now.
Yeah, well, that's the reality situation for you. Who knows, though? Maybe someday we'll get our chance.
Any more stories you could tell?
Not that I can think of, currently.
Guess it makes sense. You have been drinking a lot.
That might be the case. Yeah.
Alright.
Right. I've never heard it mentioned outside. All kinds. Some of the first...
There's no... You...
I'm not even sure I should be telling you this story. Okay, there was the...
He exists. I took...
Anyway.
A parrot.
But then something turned. You've got... Now.
Right. Wrong. All day.
Hey, apparently the idea was too high concept even for this genius. But the story doesn't end there.
That's wrong again, nerd.
That's right. There are those...
The cocaine skull.
The cocaine... Here's the... That's... Or...
No, my...
This is...
My only question is, where does one get a shovel?
Whoa, whoa.
What?
For one, and second, it's...
I have to... Besides...
What are you talking about? Don't give up.
Your loss could...
That's alright. We've got plenty of adventure.
Alright, so there's apparently rumors of a skull filled to the shit with cocaine. Uh-huh. Right, sure. But then again, compared to all the other crazy shit that we've seen on this whole journey, it wouldn't exactly surprise me if that actually was, if it actually did happen. Oh, and it triggered the cargo container door. Huh. Maybe it's connected? Alright, let's see. Raise up conceptualization. Oh. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna head back to the church. Next time we'll be sure to try and tackle the reaction speed and conceptualization checks. So yes, a cocaine skull, eh? Well, as interesting as that would have been, I probably would have just checked it out just to, well, just to see if it was real or not, just for shits and giggles. Alright, let's see. How far am I to getting sober here? 5 hours. Jeez.
the mother of human.
Yes, what is it? The swallow, you mean? What about it? Great. Thanks.
Alright, let's see here.
A better deal! Yeah! Medium car!
Oh, that was a crazy sound we heard before.
Yeah! It was awesome! And scary! Very hardcore!
Yeah.
Too hardcore, in fact! I couldn't control it! At all!
What happened?
It sucks up all the air in the mix until it's the only thing left. Starts compressing itself and everything around it. Completely fills up the headspace. Extreme!
What is the answer to Van Yick's jam? We could use the sound for the bass.
But how?
What about the compressor? The one with the spiky hair was setting up to achieve some sort of parallel processing.
Andre's compression algorithm. Let's see, interfacing check. Alright, well, I'll get everything set up here. Alright, so until then, guys. Until then, everyone. Let me save here. Alright, so until next time, folks. This is David on David's Brain. See you when I see you. Bye-bye.